It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day in the backyard. Will you be mine? Now, anyhow, so what are we gonna do today? Okay, I have this garden video. May take 2 days because I'm not gonna rush myself on this. But I want to tackle that little corner back there where the banana trees are, and I already have the plants for it. Even if I just clean it up, anything, I gotta tackle that corner. I got marigolds dying in cups. I would love to tackle this pepper area because I got peppers in cups. Again, need to go. I have got this salvia that is supposed to go up in my front yard butterfly garden. And this can go right now. As a matter of fact, I think that's what I'm going to work on. And I guess we could call that a day, you know, one single video. I don't want to give you my whole entire to-do list. But anyhow, yeah, let's go ahead and start with this. And if you see clothing change, just know I did some today, some tomorrow. And then you'll see the video in one sitting. So, all right, let's grab this. This is Pink Sunday Salvia. And I can't remember when I started it. I'll have to look it up and put the date down below. Instead of bringing this whole tray up front, I'm going to just, I have this little, just like a solid tray other than a crack on the side. I'm just going to pull them out here, put them in here, transport them to the front, and then we'll join back up there. Here. I need like extra space. Okay, hold on. This is so this is pretty gross. It's I laughingly call it the murder weapon. I don't. We found it in the yard here. We've also found spoons. I don't know what the heck they were doing in this yard before we took it over and bought it. But anyhow, I hope you can see this. Yeah. So I'm just going to pull the plug out. They're pretty well developed with the roots, and I'm going to lay them on their side. I'll take the tag too. And that way I can be done with this tray. You know, that I should also just up pot those little, I have 4 of these papayas. My brain's not awake yet. My breakfast is waiting inside. But anyhow, I have these little papayas. If I get those papayas out and into cups, then they can just stay in the cups for a little while too. All right, let me get this done fast, and I'll meet you up front. So this is my always in a state of change and never finished with the rocks butterfly garden up front. Start with purple lantana or lavender and the Crossandra. There's a little bit of Dakota, is it Dakota Gold something, Helenium, I think, mixed in with I think this is a salvia tropical salvia, something like that. Another transplant itself, the seed. So this is Penta, porterweed. This is a daylily, but I don't see quite where it's putting up anything yet. The alternanthera. Look at this. This is the spiderwort, and this is just a weed that was roadside, and or I forgot where I acquired it, but anyhow, I tucked it in right here when I lost something, and boy, does it love it here. And look at the bees already on it this morning. And then I have bromeliads, and there's a hibiscus, and there's actually yarrow over there, and there's a agora in there, and then a bunch of weeds and some more bromeliad. But anyhow, last year I had gomphrena in this area, which was really cute, but I think I'm just going to make a little patch of salvia in here. Okay, so here's the majority of them in the butterfly garden. And then I put 2 right over here amongst all the weeds. But I got to thinking maybe, I mean, I did want to drift, but I was thinking maybe I could spread just a little bit of the pink over to here. And then, of course, just work on this area. I was considering putting my snapdragons in here, but then I got to thinking how hot the heat is off of this wall when the sun is up. It's not up today, but oh, the heat can be really awful. So then I'm thinking maybe not for the snapdragons. Right, this is definitely a situation where one job created another job for me. So I filled those cups, and I'm going to take out these little papayas, the bigger papayas, and get them into the cup here. And then we'll get them watered. I'll get them watered in really good. And then I can just be done with this huge tray on my table and just have a few cups on my table. And it gives them more space to grow as well. And I think papayas are one of those type of plants, trees, that the more space you give them, the quicker they're going to grow. So this is definitely will not do any harm for them. And then there's this one here. I thought I found a 5th one that was sitting with the salvia. Oh, I got a bird yelling at me in that tree. Am I in your territory? And then this one right here, I don't know what it is, but it seems more or less like a weed. I feel like I've seen this before, and since it's in the wrong place, I don't know what it is. I don't want to take the time to grow it out, just see what it is. That'll be it for the end of the road for that guy. So I'm just going to leave my little papayas right here, scoot the hose on them, and then we can say we're done with the first project. Here's project number 2 up close. I have these kalanchoe. I have marigolds that are dying, so they got to get in the ground. And then what needs to come out are these pink gomphrena, and they do have seeds on them. So I'm going to have to, I'm going to leave these seed heads or bloom heads. I'm going to leave all this in the garden. And I'm going to try to do my best to spread it as well, so that'll just naturally come up when it wants to. Look at this, I got a nasturtium in here. How did that happen? That seed carries a long way sometimes. It's probably orange. But anyhow, which will fit in good because we have other orange things. So, and then we have the brown turkey fig. And so we're just going to overall clean up this bed. And I'm going to put you guys on time lapse while I do it. Guys, project number 2 is done, and I want to show it to you. So we first picked a little bit of weeds. I pulled all the gomphrena out, and I deadheaded a lot of it, and I went ahead and put that back into the ground. And just to make sure it's mixed a little bit, I took the tiller out and kind of broke up the ground and got some of the seed under the ground. So that'll be so cool if we start seeing growth either the summer or fall with some fresh gomphrena. I've done gomphrena from deadheads before over in one of my apple pots that's holding an apple tree. And then what I've done over here is, Buddy's showing it off so well. I've gone ahead and put the marigolds, kalanchoe, marigolds, kalanchoe, marigold. And then I just gave a little topping of this mulch to hold the moisture in here. These are just oak leaves. I didn't even run over them with a lawnmower. In fact, that was kind of the point. I don't want weeds to be able to break through, so I wanted to leave the leaves as solid as I could, so they would kind of weave together and form like their own ground cover, or weaving black mat, whatever you call that stuff. And so I think that's going to be really good. I'm hoping these marigolds will come right back. They'll pop back up. There is some fresh new blooms about to happen, and I should deadhead these old ones. Should have done that. Oh look, there's more seeds. Let's spread the seeds. Did you see that? Let's see if we can do it again. Yeah, look, marigold seeds. Let's do that. Yes. Let's see if we can't get some more marigolds growing in here for free. Because, woo! Did you see that? I almost pulled it out, pulling too hard. There you go. There's all sorts of marigold seeds in here. Let's do it. Let's fill in the gaps. That's my goal this year, is to have things that can come back and fill in the gaps. So anyhow, I won't bore you with that. But the next project we have is coming over here into the pepper garden. Now there are some peppers in here, and it just entails this half. So there's some peppers in here. There's cubanelles right here. Yep. And this one's turning colors. I gotta pick those. There's also weeds in here. I got some Tabasco, some carrots. These are my California Wonders. They'd need a touch of fertilizer. But there we go. There's a little mini bell on there. I don't even know what this is. Maybe another California Wonder. There's some banana peppers. It just needs love, period. So that'll be my next thing we work on. I have had a question or two about my tiller. So this is a 4-stroke Honda FG 110. And Jack, let's see, I don't know what this is, 25 horsepower or something. GX 25. But let's see, where's the business end? Okay, so I just prime it a little bit. Sometimes I don't even really do that if I'm impatient. And then I'll do cold start. And then if I feel like it's close to cranking, I'll put it back into warm start. Make sure always that this is on. And it usually goes in like a pull or 2 or 3 at the most. But, and for safety, put it back off. And I will tell you, this thing is definitely Old Faithful. It's not that old. It's maybe going on 3 years old. But I will tell you, I've had other tillers that only last me a year. And, you know, it's usually just a carburetor fix. But you know, for whatever reason, the 2 strokes don't make it like the 4 strokes. There's the model and serial number, FG110K1AT. So, and then I just give it gas every so often. Looks like, has it got gas? Just regular gas, I'm not sure, I gotta look in there. But one tank of gas lasts me a long time, because as you see, I just maybe need it for a couple minutes just to aerate the soil or whatever, you know, kill off the surface weeds, and then it goes back in the shed. And I just love this thing. Also, I forgot to mention this before we move on to project 3, that I was able, Gumfrina makes a wonderful dried flower. And so I thought what I might end up doing, let's put this up against this pretty tree. I thought I might make a little bit of an Easter bouquet, somehow make something pretty out of this, and take off the bottoms and you know, just stick it in a jar. And it doesn't even need water because it makes a wonderful dried arrangement, you know, I can make out of this. Okay, you guys, well, it's getting hot out here, and I'll probably finish the rest of this project tomorrow, not tonight. I had plans tonight, but I wanted to just show you the process, which I think we accomplished most of that. So essentially it was weed, stake up, fertilize, kind of scratch that into the soil, and then transplant what needed to be. So these are Cubanelles here, and these are California Wonders in the back, plus I think there's a Cubanelle that was already, 2 of them already here. And this, bless this poor little pepper right here, it had leaves on it, and then I broke it putting I was on the phone and gardening at the same time, and that's why I also turned off the camera for a little while and let it cool down, but I totally snapped it off. So I'm just gonna leave it in there and see if it leaves back out or not. And this one doesn't look happy with me because I probably disturbed its roots. Oh, and while we're at it, see this? I hope you can see that. That's my portulaca. And I saw that there's another one. Where, please, I hope I didn't pull it out. There's another one in here somewhere. Oh goodness, I hope I didn't pull it out. I know I saw it. Maybe it's down further. Anyhow, I think some of the portulaca from last year reseeded themselves. I'm not going to find it in a hurry, am I? Oh, okay. Perhaps I covered it with leaves. Did I do that? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you guys see it and I don't. But regardless, from here down, I still need to go ahead and tackle this. And I got part of the back row, and then it's hodgepodge. But the wind is picking up, and it's also quite hot out here. So I'll do but you got the gist. So I'll do the rest off camera. And then I think what's gonna happen, my schedule for this week, since it is a Holy Week, and we're gonna do Good Friday services, I'm gonna spend time with Jack and with my focus on Jesus's resurrection. And so I think you won't see me until next week after Easter. And we got family stuff, just stuff other things we gotta get done and doing. But I'm gonna work on this in between things, but I'm just not gonna probably do it on camera. But you got the gist of it. And when you next see this garden, it will be completely done. And I'm so excited about that. I felt a little embarrassed to show you guys, and there was actually quite a few peppers stuck amongst the weeds. But they've got food. They're gonna get water in just a minute. And then Thursday, we're gonna have an all-day soaker. And then, so another reason not to work in the garden. And then, I'll see you guys sometime on Monday, I think. I don't know if you'll see it, but I'll have the camera in front of me. I'll be working. So you guys, with that being said, take care. God bless. Happy Easter to you. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.